Hello everyone, and welcome to the video. So it is a few days after Christmas. Ironman prep is over. We're on holiday break right now, preparing to go into the new year, 2026. My training has now shifted back towards a hybrid approach. I am lifting weights 5 to 6 days per week right now. And I am running anywhere from 20 to 25 miles per week. So I just finished a 5-mile run at a 7:20 minute per mile pace. So right now the rhythm of my running is typically 5 miles Monday morning, 5 miles Wednesday morning, 5 miles Friday morning, and then either 5 or 10 miles Saturday morning. So that's a split right now between my strength training and my endurance training, my running, but it feels so good to be back in the gym. So every morning I do 2 duck eggs and 2 chicken eggs. This is a duck egg. This is a duck egg. These are chicken eggs. Duck eggs are significantly higher in vitamins and minerals than chicken eggs, and they taste different. In my opinion, not necessarily better, but just different. So breakfast every morning has been a bowl full of blueberries and dried figs. I've been loving dried figs. I have strong greens, strong reds, strong multivitamin I washed down, strong joints, strong omega nutrients. And then I have 1 piece of sourdough. I have 2 duck eggs, 2 chicken eggs, a little flaky sea salt, and then Parmesan cheese on top. And I cook these eggs over medium, so there's a nice little explosion of yolk when you bite in. Yeah, baby, never gets old. So every year, as we prepare to enter the new year, I create a brand manifesto for our team, and I share that with everyone. And I did this last week, and I want to share it with you. This brand manifesto, it sets the tone, it sets the standard, it sets the expectations of what we are going to set out to achieve and accomplish in this next year. So this is the 2026 BPN brand manifesto that I drafted. Burn the boats is a powerful metaphor for total commitment, meaning to eliminate all options for retreat, creating a point of no return to force complete focus on achieving a goal. Let's burn the boats as we prepare for battle entering 2026. There is a fine line that separates deliberate execution and disruptive differentiation for a brand on a mission to take a stance and leave a legacy. We can't spend this next year sitting back and playing it safe. This is our year to generate influential momentum. A force of this magnitude doesn't happen on its own or by chance. It is thoughtfully planned, prepared, and executed collectively as a team. It is calculated and predicted. It is proven by effort and sheer work. Don't rely on yourself to accomplish this task. Lean on your team to deliver the results. Organizations that attempt to run the same playbook year after year die young, and teams that refuse to pivot when the writing is on the wall are cowards. We are courageous warriors. We welcome change because we know it breaks the brittle and reinforces the strong. We know who we are, what we stand for, and what we are capable of. Lack of intentionality leads to a repetition of what is easiest, and this year should be hard. It should challenge you more than you've ever been challenged before. Your ability will be stretched and your limits will be tested. There will be tough days along the way, but that is why we are here. For the committed doesn't attract mediocrity, it despises it. We rejoice in our suffering knowing that it produces endurance. This business has been built from the ground up. The foundation is steady, and we are unwavering in the pursuit. Like a house that has been built on rock, there is wisdom behind the thoughts, words, and practices that we demonstrate. That wisdom will guide our trajectory. Step into 2026 with ambition. Rid yourself of pride and arrogance. Embody humility and show up every single day as a selfless leader to those around you. We are all responsible for what is accomplished in the next year, and that accountability starts now. Go one more. Now, I posted that on my Instagram earlier this week, and there was a comment that said, "Dude, you sell supplements. You're not storming the beaches of Normandy." And it made me laugh because you know what? He's right. That person is right. But at the same time, leadership is influence. And that influence has the ability to guide the success or failure of an organization. And that influence requires energy. It requires casting a vision. It requires generating momentum behind the organization and the people to get everyone rowing the boat in the same direction. There are a ton of different methods to accomplish that. But this is the method that I prefer. It has worked for me in the past, and it gets me jacked up and excited for this next year. Hey, I'm with Bear Performance Nutrition. We're on the newer diets here. We're a company that stands for something many other companies don't. We make products with no proprietary blends. We have a lot on our website. We have more coming in vlogs and blogs.
I just want to make this quick video. Hey guys, so really just what I want to talk about is one of the more popular topics, if it fits your macros, and the bro science versus real science topic. So I took the pre-workout about 15 minutes ago. I'm headed to the gym right now. Initial effects of what I'm feeling have been proven to increase strength performance. And feel free to purchase something and try it out and let us know what you think.
What I love about my daily chicken and rice or beef and rice is that it is consistent. It has been consistent for me for years in terms of the way I feel, nourishment, fuel, performance, and honestly just it tastes really, really good. It has been so consistent for a long time. Those video clips that I shared from 13 years ago, those were some of the first moments that I ever turned on a camera and started talking to it in hopes of building BPN. And as I rewatch them, and I rewatch them every year, it is still awkward and uncomfortable. And I remember what it felt like recording those clips in 2012. It was painful, but I knew it's what I had to do to build BPN. And I never imagined that BPN would become what it is today. But it's because I got started and I was consistent. And that's why I know and have so much confidence in what we're going to accomplish in 2026 and the years after that. It's because we're going to keep showing up and be consistent and apply effort and intention and be committed to the process, to the journey. The results, they will come with that application of effort and consistency. And I've seen the ROI, the return over these last 13 years. That brings me a lot of confidence for what we are about to do. But I love going back and watching that early footage. I love it. And I'm so glad I held on to it. I wish I had more of it, to be honest. Because you can watch the transformation. You can watch in real time the growth. Today I am hitting a lower body strength workout here at the ranch gym. Now during Ironman prep, I didn't train here at all. Just because it wasn't super convenient and the amount that I was training, traveling to and from the ranch just didn't fit into my schedule well, which is super unfortunate because I love this gym. It is such a vibe. It has great equipment. So now that I'm strength training again, I've been coming to the ranch more often to work out. And I love it. The views are great. It's quiet out here. It's beautiful. I love training here. So let me show you what supplements I'm using around this workout, and then we'll get into the workout itself. So about 30 minutes ago, I had my pre-workout stack, which consists of 1 scoop of Flight, our pre-workout, 1 scoop, 5 grams of creatine monohydrate, and then a scoop of Endo Pump, which we'll talk about here in a little bit. What I drink during my workout is 1 scoop, 1 serving of Recover. This is essential amino acids, branched chain amino acids, carnitine L-tartrate, and then Cherry Pure. So I have that in the shaker bottle right here, and I'll sip on this during the workout. So let's talk Endo Pump really quickly. We actually discontinued Endo Pump about a year ago. You can still buy it on Amazon. You can buy all BPN supplements on Amazon, and it's still available there. The reason we discontinued Endo Pump, even though it did really well for us, and I know a lot of people were disappointed when we discontinued Endo Pump. The reason was more so from a brand positioning strategy. In 2025, we went hyper-focused, all in on endurance. The thought process behind discontinuing Endo Pump was that there was an association too closely related to bodybuilding, and that I thought at the time, that having a pump supplement was a distraction from what we were trying to focus on, that being endurance. And what we discovered, building a business, this entrepreneurial journey, is all about testing, learning, and applying. What we learned in 2025 is that we are a much better brand when we are hybrid focused as opposed to all-in endurance focused. So you'll see going into this next year, we'll be bringing strength training back into the brand in a meaningful way. So we're actually bringing our pump supplement back. In the summer of 2026, we are relaunching and rebranding a strength collection, which will consist of pre, pump, and post. A 3 supplement collection all around strength training. So even though we discontinued Endo Pump about a year ago, realized it may not have been the best decision, we're bringing it back. It'll be called Pump. It'll actually be a new formula. In my opinion, a much better formula that I'm so excited about. But that won't come back until summer of 2026. But if you want Endo Pump, you can still get it on Amazon until we launch our new pump supplement this coming summer. So I'm sorry we discontinued Endo Pump from our website. There was a lot of disappointment. We heard you guys. We trust you. We believe you. We're bringing it back. Pump's coming back, baby. started this workout off with 5 sets of leg extensions, 5 sets of leg curls. Now I'm doing hack squats. I love hack squats. I'll probably do 7 to 8 sets of hack squats, and then we'll do some stiff leg, dumbbell, Romanian deadlifts to target the hamstrings and the glutes, and then walking barbell lunges on the turf outside the gym. I'm hitting legs twice a week right now. One of those workouts, I barbell squat. The other one, I don't. So today, I'm not barbell squatting, and my main compound movement will be the hack squat. The hack squat, you can really load the weight and tax the body, but because you're locked in on the machine, I believe is a safer alternative to heavy barbell squatting, and that's one of the reasons I love it. So if you guys are following along for the Go One More Last Man Standing Ultra that happened in May of 2025, it was absolutely incredible and epic. And we are running it back this year, except this year, 2026, it's going to be in April. I am so excited to see how far these runners push this race. Well beyond 235 miles, which is where we ended up in 2025. I'm hoping we go 3, 4, and maybe 5 days at this race this coming year, and it's all gonna happen right here under the Go One More sign. We are just about 3 months away, which is crazy to think. In about 3 months, we'll be back here throwing down for the 2026 BPN Go One More Ultra. Every night, 215 degrees for 15 minutes. Smoke fest. 2 investments that we have made this past year that I believe are completely worth it in terms of improving the way that you perform, feel, and recover. The first is a full body red light panel. So this is red light and infrared light. Steph and I both use this panel immediately upon waking up for 15 minutes. And while I stand naked in front of this red light panel, I drink 25 ounces of water with 1 scoop of our electrolytes. So it's 500 milligrams of sodium. And then in the evening, after we put the kids down to sleep, we both do 15 minutes in the sauna. So the morning helps us wake up, in the evening helps us wind down. Part of our morning, evening, daily rhythm now, and it's been game changing. So completely worth the investments. Since Ironman prep has been over. I've made some changes to my diet. Obviously, not as many calories and not as many carbohydrates, but my protein intake has increased a little bit. My dietary fat intake has increased pretty significantly. So, I'm gonna show you what I have before I go to bed every night. This is part of it. I eat a whole avocado. I'll show you how I eat it. First, I cut it in half. Boom. That's perfect right there. Let's remove the seed. Boom, stab, twist, out. Now let's dress it. And here we are, my friends. Last meal of the night. Avocado with everything but the bagel seasoning on there. Delicious. And then I have this 2% Fage Greek yogurt with some organic cacao nibs on top there. So, this is what I eat before I go to bed every night. This is the video. Hope you guys enjoyed it, and we'll see you in the next one.